Let's keep going with our nonsense words that use 4 letters. Remember, these are words that use sh, w, th, and ch. Mish, gotch, fit, wag, lath, sham, fath, shat, whip, myth, chot, shun, notch, lith, wat, shod, chip, thup. Awesome work. Next, we're going to head back to our sight word sentences. Remember, all you need to do is read along and then listen to check if you were correct. The bird can fly. I think I know. I have a box from her. We should open the box. They give me a kite. Next, we're going to work on writing some sentences. So grab your pencil and paper or your marker and board and come right back if you haven't already. Here is our first sentence. She took a good book. She took a good book. So this one focuses on that sound. Took, good, and book all make with 2 O's. We keep the tree clean. We keep the tree clean. We keep the tree clean. Okay, let's take a look. We have lots of different ways to make a long E sound in this sentence. In we have just W and E. In keep, we have 2 E's. We have the same type of long E in tree with 2 E's again. And then in clean, we have E and A together to make a long E sound. Let's go on to our next sentence. Can we paint in the rain? Can we paint in the rain? Can we paint in the rain? All right, so let's take a look at it. We, of course, with our long E that has just the letter E. Paint has that long A sound, and so does rain. How do they make it? With A and I together. I hope we play all day. I hope we play all day. I hope we play all day. So, we see that in hope, we have long O with the magic silent E. In we have a long E with E by itself. Play and day both have long A sounds, and those are made with AY. We keep the tree clean. We keep the tree clean. We keep the tree clean. Okay, let's take a look. We have lots of different ways to make a long E sound in this sentence. In we have just W and E. In keep, we have two E's. We have the same type of long E in tree with two E's again. And then in clean, we have E and A together to make a long E sound. These are the problems we'll be working on today. Our first problem asked, Jack has 10 dogs. He gets 7 more. How many does he have now? So in this problem, we hear that he's getting more dogs, which tells us that we're going to add and use a plus. Our first number is 10, which has 1 10 and 0 ones. And then our next number is only 7 ones. So let's start by adding up the ones. 7 plus 0 is still 7, so we have 7 ones. And then 1 plus nothing is still 1. So 10 plus 7 is 17. He has 17 dogs. That's a lot of dogs. Okay, let's look at the next one. Ravi had 21 cards. He found 8 more. How many does he have now? So he's finding more, so we're going to be putting those numbers together, addition, plus sign. Then there's 2 10s in 21 and 1 1s. And then there's only 8 1s and 8. So starting with the 1s, 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus nothing is still 2. So Ravi has 29 cards. Let's move on to our next problem. Lupita has 14 clips. Then she lost 3. How many does she have now? So she's losing, which means we're going to have to take away 3 from 14. So starting with 14, we have 1 10 and 4 1s. And then in 3, we only have 3 1s. So 4 take away 3 leaves 1. 1 take away none. We still have 1. So 14 take away 3 leaves 1 10 and 1 1, also known as 11. Moving on. Ali knows 40 songs. Then she learns 4 more. How many does she know now? So she's going to learn some more songs, so we'll have to put those numbers together with a plus sign. Ali knows 40 songs, which means there's 4 10s and no 1s. Then she's going to learn 4 more, meaning we're going to add 4 and 0 together. 0 plus 4 is still 4. 4 plus nothing is still 4. So she now knows 4 10s and 4 1s, which is also known as 44. Great. Next we have Fran had 15 books. She gives away 3. How many does she have now? So we're starting with 15, 1 10 and 5 1s, and we're going to give them away, so we'll use a minus. And then there's only 3 1s and 3. So 5 take away 3 1s, leaves 2 1s, and then 1 10 take away no 10s, leaves 1. So 15 take away 3, leaves 12. Fran has 12 books now. Last problem. Karina has 14 seeds. She finds 13 more. How many does she have now? So in 14, we have 110 and 4 ones. In 13, we have 110 and 3 ones. And since she's finding more, we're going to be adding them with a plus sign. So let's start with the ones. 4 plus 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 ones. And then looking at the tens, we have 110 plus 110 equals 2 tens. So 14 plus 13 makes 2 tens and 7 ones, also known as 27. Okay, kids, this week in science, we're going to be talking about animals and their adaptations. An adaptation is a way that someone or something changes. For instance, we've had to adapt because our schools are closed because of coronavirus. Adaptations come in all different shapes and sizes, from teeth to animals in different shapes to having bigger brains. Today, we're going to be talking about an adaptation that kids know all about: hiding. Think about times when you have to hide. Maybe you found a place where no one can see you. Or maybe you found a place that is so dark, people can't look for you. Today, we're going to be talking about a way that animals adapt so that they can hide. Camouflage. When something is camouflaged, it's hard to see, usually because it looks like the area around it. Let's look at some of these animals. Let's start with these cheetahs. These cheetahs are in the grass. Their spots make it hard to tell the difference between the cheetah and the grass. If you were an animal that couldn't see very well, it would be hard to tell where the grass ended and the cheetah began. Here, watch this. Still easy to see? Not so much, right? Animals also use stripes to camouflage. Look at these zebras. Can you imagine that zebra in a field of tall grass? All those stripes would look just like the grass. More than just land animals use stripes, though. Take a look at these fish. These fish use stripes to blend into grasses and plants in the water. What if you wanted to blend into a piece of wood? Well, take a look at these grasshoppers. You can imagine that if we weren't so zoomed in, these grasshoppers would be very hard to see. Same with this lizard. The lizard is a mix of gray and brown, just like the log behind it. Can you guess why this squirrel is also gray and brown? Yep, because it spends a lot of time on trees. If you spent your time a little further up on the tree, you might want to look like this chameleon. As you can see, this chameleon's bright green color makes it hard to see against tropical leaves. But it's not just chameleons that have this idea. Their prey, insects, also use color and shapes of leaves to hide out. Take a look at this green bug. It's hiding on this leaf so that predators won't be able to find it. Camouflage is everywhere in the animal world. For a really great example, take a look at this shrimp. Can you even see it? If it wasn't moving, I bet it would be very, very difficult. So, remember, camouflage is an adaptation in which animals use their shapes and colors to hide from the animals that eat them and the animals they want to eat. We'll talk more about adaptations tomorrow. Have a great day!